Here we are with Underground. Oh, this is quite loud. You're gonna do a couple of things. Oh, it's just maybe the menu. It's a bit loud. Yeah, I mean, I've actually looked it up, and actually, this is actually genuinely the third time that I'm streaming Underground, which is actually quite crazy because I've been doing these stream playthroughs for quite a while. And Underground has never been a subject. But that's very likely because there aren't really that many great challenges for Underground. Just gonna wait until many of you pop in. Maximus, how you doing, mate? Hang on. We need to play the right song. I think that's one next in the place. Yeah. Only one song that fits with this game. Anyway, I'm gonna start. One thing I want to check out. Oh yeah, one thing that is the case. This is something that has been bugging me for quite a while. The cutscenes are in Russian, and I can't change it because the option in Register Edit that should resolve it doesn't work. So while the UI is in English, thankfully, the cutscenes aren't. Which is, you know, it's a minor setback, to be honest. The thing is pumped to the max. I think it is, yeah. How about we just go underground? Let's just not waste any time. Let's do a good song. Oh wait, do I have it at automatic? No, it's on manual. Stability control off. Thank you very much. Controls. Hang on, let's fix this. Controller. E-brake. Space. Why the fuck would you bring at right shift? Alt. That's right. Shift up. Control. Yes. Shift up. Look back. At B. Yeah. Change. This is all good. Yeah. I also just did a test stream beforehand of about half an hour, and there were no dropped frames. So I'm going to assume no dropped frames here either. It's still an auto. Yeah. Zero, I'm doing good. Finally, Underground. Is it a little bit loud, by the way, Underground, compared to my voice? Seems a bit loud. But you know me, I always want to double check if everything is good. Here's the thing with Underground. Yeah, I've never streamed it before, but there aren't that many great, like, playthrough challenges for Need for Speed Underground. The only one that I can think of is, like, I have no idea how you pronounce it, the Nuzlocke challenge. And I've tried that before. It's super difficult. It's pretty much impossible, actually. So, yeah, hard difficulty it is. But yeah, Underground. I think it's the most underrated Need for Speed of all time. Mind you, it has it aged well. I mean, few things has, other things haven't. It's a bit difficult to explain though. Yeah, Kura 100 times at this point. There is no need for me to do even bother trying. I'm gonna skip the cutscenes, by the way, given that they're all in Russian. No idea how to fix that. I disabled audio, but still. I mean, the obvious pick would be the 206, but I'm just gonna pick the Mass Damage. Or shall I pick the Dodge Nail, just for shits and giggles? I'm not gonna pick the GTR because that's terrible. I'm not gonna pick the Civic because it's super expensive and has a terrible 5th gear. The 206 is amazing. The MX-5 is the only good car for drifting at this point, but I know the Neon is loved by many. Let me know which starter car. You know what? There's only one way to actually do this. Where are you? There we go. We're gonna do a little poll. Starter car. We're gonna pick have a 206, MX-5, or the Neon. I mean, obviously for drifting, I'm gonna pick the MX-5. That's a no-brainer. But I mean, for regular racing at this moment, I mean, I'll let you guys choose. Ooh. Funny that the best starter car is actually right now the least popular. One more vote, and that settles it. One vote and that settles it. Oh, oh, MX-5 is winning right now. Oh, and now someone just had the deciding vote. Oh, now the Neon is losing. Wow. Now again, we need one more vote. 11 votes. I don't think I've ever gotten that many. One more vote. One more vote. And then we're ending the poll. One more vote for either the 206 or the MX-5. As the Neon is losing right now. No one? No one. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. We're gonna do another poll with the MX-5 and the 206 because it's now between those two. Can I remove this option? I can't remove this option. Oh, I can. There we go. Start poll. All right. It's now between these cars. The MX-5 and the 206. The Neon has lost. Even though I would have liked to race with the Neon. We probably are going to race with the Neon eventually. But for the first bit of the playthrough, we're going to pick between either the MX-5 or the 206. We just had 11 votes from the previous poll. So that should mean we automatically don't have a tie. Tusky, the Civic is actually quite bad for a starter car. It's mainly that 5th gear. That 5th gear is just way too long. 10 votes. One more and then we have the decider. One more. One more. Is it really going to stay at this? We recently... Oh, 206! And that is the starter car, the 206.
Ouch, that is seriously weak, dude. Come here to find the latest races. The race map will show
We're gonna do drift last. Let's do the circuit first. With hard difficulty. So slow. Is it still on auto? Why did it not save? Okay. Okay, I need to find a way to save that. Maybe I need to do it in the main menu. I mean, it's very likely that we're going to use many different cars, given that you can simply just swap them out. But for the first part of the playthrough stream, I'm just gonna use the 206. Cyberball, how you doing, my friends? Music? What do you mean with the music? Music is currently on. At least it is for me. Is it not for you? Ooh. I mean, I just did, technically, but... Whoa! Two-wheel action. The music is what it is, to be honest. If I would have loved to just turn on the regular in-game soundtrack, as I think it's personally one of the best soundtracks in Need for Speed history. But there are just some songs in this playlist, or some songs in the original Need for Speed Underground playlist, that will get this stream banned, or like banned, blocked. So I just can't. I can't use the in-game music anymore from any Need for Speed, which is very unfortunate. Here's the thing: I can't really, I can't really know for sure if this was my third Need for Speed. I know it is one of the first Need for Speeds that I've ever played. James, I am right now. This is a local music playlist that I have. Okay, hang on. Before I do anything, it's on auto again. Maybe I need to change that here? I have no idea, to be honest. There we go. My first Need for Speed was either Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit or this one. I just don't know which anymore, because it has been too long ago. No, this playthrough can definitely not be done in one stream. No, no, oh, no. I reckon it will take at least 4 parts, to be honest. Maybe 3, depends. Now I know I've played this game at age 5, I believe, or something. In 2004. We rarely actually got Need for Speeds the year they came out. But we usually got them like a couple of months after. Ooh. This is on PC. By the way, the only mod that's currently installed is just the widescreen mod and extra options. No visual mod has been enabled. Because you can't get the Redux version anymore. The archive has been deleted, so you can't download it or like install it. If you want to install it, you just say that the archive is unavailable.
Sup, dog?
Sup, dog? What I vividly remember though from Underground was just customizing cars. And this has been basically the thing with like, ooh, that's a bad start. With the very early Need for Speed. I never did the playthrough because I wasn't that good. My father always did the campaign and then I just customized cars. Oh, cheers, Maximus. Not even a t-shirt though, it's actually a blouse. Now we just hold the gas pedal. Or the throttle pedal. Or the throttle button actually. There we go. If you want this game, check the link in the description down below to the Discord server. There I have a couple of links. Let's do this one first and then we do Drift with the MX-5. You know what, does it really matter? With like no power at all? I can imagine. But what I vividly remember is that we got many of the, like, at least from the black box era Need for Speeds, when at least about a couple of months when after they came out. Underground 1, Underground 2. I know that for a fact that we got Most Wanted, like the year it came out, like maybe like, I don't know, a month after it came out, but definitely within that year. I remember that at the time, when I was like 6 years old, I believe, yeah, 6 years old. I had to take this terrible tasting medicine, like a drinking medicine. And my dad said when I finished the bottle of medicine, he would get me Most Wanted. That's what I remember. That's actually quite crazy. And then once again, he did the main thing of the campaign, and I just customized the cars. But I know I remember that the police, we had a hard time back then with the police. Like back in the day, we just didn't know any of the, like the tricks, the glitches to like hide from the police or to escape from the police. Sure, we knew about the cooldown spots, but that's in the game, that's part of the game. We didn't know any of the tricks. But yeah, Underground, it is one of, or it's my first Need for Speed or my second Need for Speed. Yeah, but these days my dad doesn't really play games anymore, only on mobile. He occasionally plays his childhood games, well, childhood. Like when he, like, I don't know. Ooh! Yeah, I just died. Keep it together. Ah. Ooh! Alright. Let's see if we can still overtake him. Oh yeah, I was like I was saying, my dad occasionally plays like his favorite games, and those were like games from the early 2000s, like the original Call of Duty, old Tomb Raiders, rarely old Need for Speeds, but he doesn't really game anymore. But yeah, I still have fond memories about Underground, and I still regard it as the most underrated Need for Speed of all time. Some of you would say it's Pro Street, that's the most underrated Need for Speed. But these days I don't think it is underrated anymore. These days I think it is appreciated just the way it should have been. I mean, let's not forget, there's a complete Pepega mod for it. And there isn't for Underground, so... old Call of Duty games are bad in terms of online multiplayer. I'm talking about before Call of Duty 4. I'm talking about Call of Duty 1, 3, and even before that, Medal of Honor, Allied Assault, Pacific Assault. Those games. Alright, let's get ourselves the MX-5. Let's do Drifty Wifty. Many people would say Pro Street is better than Need for Speed Carbon these days. But let's not forget, one thing that many of us forget about Pro Street is that when it launched, it was terribly optimized. Like patch 1.1, let's not forget all the game-breaking glitches that was in the game. Like, that game needed a lot of fixes to be even remotely enjoyable. This game is now running on 2 mods, that's it, and no fixes mod. Yeah, that's the same thing with Carbon. Same with me. I remember actually, like, it took a very long time for me and my dad to actually complete Most Wanted. By the time Most Wanted ended, I did more and more campaign stuff myself. And I remember very vividly that I tried to do the campaign of Carbon myself for the first time. I had I don't know when it was, like, my dad bought it on Friday, I believe. And then I finished it within 2 days or something. And Most Wanted, it took a couple of weeks. And then Carbon, we completed within a couple of days. And we were both like, is that it? Super short. I remember that very vividly. That we completed it too quickly, basically. I mean, the Battle Royale mod does fix that somewhat. But in my opinion, the Battle Royale mod is too grindy. So we need a bit of a middle road, actually. Because here's the thing. There are a couple of things that Most Wanted... Okay, here's the thing. Carbon is just like Most Wanted in a different jacket. Basically it. It plays somewhat differently. It has a different story. And the map is different. But it's somewhat the gameplay is pretty much the same. Ooh. But so I think the racing in Most Wanted is better. The police in Most Wanted is better. The map in Most Wanted is better. But yeah. I can barely hear anything about the music, to be honest. I'm gonna lower. This is on 3. I'm gonna put it to 4. I'm gonna put this to 9-ish. Yeah, the canyon duels were easily the greatest thing in Carbon. Easily. Even these days, they're still making me tense. Even to this day, Darius is quite a formidable boss if you don't have a great car. Sure, Carbon did a lot of things amazingly. I'm not saying it's a bad game, far from it, it's an amazing game. It's just, it felt too much like Most Wanted. Oh. But I do have to say about Underground, what I mean with that, it's, in my opinion, the most underrated Need for Speed. it still has, in my opinion, it has the best race feeling. But the best race feeling, the best drag feeling, the best drift feeling by far is the best in Underground. But racing wise, it's the best for me. Better than Most Wanted, better than Pro Street, better than Carbon, better than Underground 2. Sure, the tracks themselves are a bit repetitive, and the fact that it's not open world, that's a thing. But the race feeling is the best in Underground. Maybe not with these slow cars, but when you get into some higher end cars, it feels better. Sure, there are a lot of things in Underground that show its age. Like for instance, that it's not open world, the repetitive tracks, about 20 cars, a handful of engine sounds. Obviously the graphics. Do I have to say, I think the graphics in Underground 1 are better than Underground 2. But that could be because of the fact that Underground 2 is open world and Underground 1 isn't. Yeah, it's super unfortunate that Chris has passed away. And the thing is, I really want to... the next challenge for Carbon is the stock starter car challenge, which is going to be the most difficult challenge for Carbon you can imagine. So I can't really use Neville as a crew member because I just need Sal. Which is unfortunate. Favorite location on Pro Street? Probably Nevada, because of Nevada Highway. But I also like Autopolis, because it's a proper racing track. It's not really difficult so far, is it? Autobahn, I don't really like Autobahn. The drag racing is terrible on Autobahn because you have those poles in the middle. The grip racing is too tight. The speed races are probably the most forgiving on Autobahn. But yeah, it is what it is. I have to say, without the Need for Speed Underground music, there is definitely a lesser feeling, a missing feeling. I have some Underground tracks, but a lot of them can't be included in this playlist because they will block this stream. Bloody YouTube copyright system. I'm fine with not making money on streams because I didn't make a lot of money to begin with. But why do you have to block the stream when I show a certain song? Oh, I have to go the other way. It's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Starable, like I said earlier, I've been playing Need for Speed ever since I was a little kid at 4 years old. And I have been playing on keyboard ever since. Meaning I've got over 20 years of experience of racing on keyboards. And manual, I mean, I like to have control over my car. I mean, here's the thing, I don't know any YouTuber that plays racing games on a keyboard. I think most of them either use a wheel or a controller. I also use arrow keys, to be honest. I don't use WASD. I use the arrow keys for racing. And that's the first performance upgrades. No modifying cars? I mean, not yet. Here's a question. What do you think is the most underrated Need for Speed? And don't say Pro Street, because it isn't underrated anymore. Ooh, maybe now this is a bit loud for the music. Yeah, this is a bit loud now. Payback! Don't get me started on Payback. Yeah, I agree. I think Underground has the best drag racing feeling. What I love about Pro Street is that you have to also react to the lights going off. But what I like is that motion blur, the sense of speed in Underground. If you disable the motion blur in Underground, you just disable like an insane, how do you say it, character of Underground. Here's one. I think Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed is the most underrated Need for Speed. Yeah, I always pick engine. I want more power. Let's just do engine. I want more power. Let's customize it a bit. I mean, Ace Sniper is stupidly ugly, and then use this. Rims. Oh, this is basically just bigger wheels from the default one. It's a bit understeery, yeah. It's just something you have to get used to. I'm just gonna pick these ones. Or Need for Speed High Stakes. That's also a very great one. Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit is also great. They're all underrated. I wouldn't say they're amazing games. At the time, sure, but nowadays, trying old games is something that rarely actually succeeds, basically. If you know what I mean. Oh, he just died. I don't know about you, but it rarely actually happens that when I try out an old game for the first time, I actually like it. Because you have to sit through those things that actually has aged the game, you know? The only... Yeah, I mean... I know one old game that I've tried for the first time. Well, not recently, but... Well, Fallout 3. That's one game that's quite old that I've tried for the first time last year. But, well, not tried out, but completed. I tried it out, but it kept crashing on me. But then suddenly it didn't. So I tried it, and I completed it. But also Star Wars Jedi Academy. That's a game from 2003. I've tried that out, not recently, but like a couple of years ago. And also very much liked it. But then a game that is universally praised, Far Cry 3. Tried it, didn't like it. Terribly optimized, missions felt repetitive, gunplay felt off, just didn't like it. Undercover. Undercover is... It's a mess, really. That's probably the nicest thing I can say about Undercover. I like the vibe it has. I really love the music from Undercover. But it's just a worse version of Most Wanted. That's literally what it is. It's a worse version of Most Wanted. An unfinished story. Weird physics. Story is boring. I don't know, I mean... the reformed mod helped it a bit. It made me like Undercover, and I really hope that the exposed mod will make me love Undercover, but I just don't like the vanilla version of Undercover. I mean, if you look at trailers from Undercover, like you were the cop, you have to choose between, like there's no good or bad, you know, that just showed that it was going to be so much more. Saints Row 1 and 2. I bought Saints Row 2 not when it came out, but like a couple of years. So Saints Row 2 is currently like my oldest Steam game, I believe. I know I've purchased it in 2011. And I hate the fact that it's pretty much unplayable on Steam. It's pretty much the worst optimized game of all time, Saints Row 2. I mean, there was a patch in the works, but haven't heard from that patch. Like, I knew the patch was in the works in 2019, still haven't heard anything from it. And Saints Row 1, yeah, I can't play it because I don't, well, my brother has an Xbox 360, but I just wish it was on PC. Good start. Yeah, Saints Row 2 is also a very underrated game in my opinion. But again, I can't recommend it because of how terrible it plays. Especially for PC. I just wish they would remaster it. They've remastered Saints Row the 3rd. No one asked for it because it's actually quite a boring game. We need a Saints Row 2 remaster. No, I've heard about it, Ace. Super unfortunate. Basically meaning that Saints Row is dead. Especially after the most recent one. Holy moly, that was a terrible game. A beautiful disaster, that's the best way of putting it, Maximus. Ooh! I mean, yeah, the 206 Animats also have a very long fifth gear. But I feel like on the Civic it's more noticeable. I don't know, maybe it could be of top end power, it maybe could be of, I don't know, but it just feels the worst, easily. Let's pick a different car. Let's actually use the... Let's use the Neon. But use a different spoiler, because holy moly, that spoiler just does not fit. Let's also keep it.
Accessories.
No. Green.
Amigos.
Yeah, or use the Xenia emulator, but I'm just not a big fan of emulators. We also need a different exhaust on this one. Well, the third gear is long. I mean, picture this right now. Just keep this in mind. Can I? Yes, I can. It just looks so much worse with the motion blur disabled. So much worse. I'm gonna enable it immediately. Wow. It crashed. Don't enable motion blur while in game. All right, sure. Are you doing a special playthrough, Magnus, or just a regular playthrough? And no music anymore. Has it saved it? Yes, it has. Which means I can muffler. No, can't. That's unfortunate. Is motion blur enabled? Enabled, okay.
Hey, look.
Junior playthrough, because I didn't like the fact I'd be there in the 350Z. Okay. That was terrible, holy moly. It's decent. Alright, Magnus, have fun with the carbon playthrough. Blockers lane, blockers lane, blockers lane, blockers lane. Die! Haha. This has a good 5th gear though. I might use the neon actually for a bit. I also over-revved in 3rd gear, so that's probably the fact why it was so bad. I'm done with this song. Oh, that's a good color. Wow, look at that. It's a bit like gold-ish. Alright, Ace here. Cheers for stopping by. Going through the worst shortcut. Oh, that's why I don't take that shortcut. Wow, look at that. I'm actually in the plant. Wow, look at this. I'm in the plant. I've never had that happen. Okay, I'm gonna have to restart. Wow. I'm also so thankful that right now the server gods aid me. No dropped frames as of yet. It's all because of that terrible server. Because actually, also last Sunday I streamed for a local church, and there we also had server issues. Or like dropping frames, and it was, I'm going to assume it has to be because of like a server connection or something. I'm now using the backup server. That works, so far. A lot more understeery than the 206, but that's obvious. Wow, the minimap also desperately needs a UI change. Look at that. So many edges that are just sticking out. Oh wow, this is super understeer. Not really Cyberball, to be honest. I mean, I actually rarely disable motion blur, because I feel like it adds to the sense of speed. Nice. Hey Flame, how you doing? We're actually flying through the events. Wow. Civic race. Ooh, oh, there's so much understeer. I can't make that shortcut. That's insane. Yeah, I won't be using this car for too much longer. You installed a PS1 emulator on the Wii? What the hell? Now, Cyber, it can't get any worse than the Golf. The Golf is probably the overall most disappointing car. Yeah, I can't. It has so much understeer. I can't make that shortcut. Holy moly, that's bad. Gearbox is good though. Ooh. I mean, the Supra is probably the worst understeer. A bit Cyberball, but I think Underground 2's tuning system was maybe just a bit too much in depth for an arcade game. But I like that we had options. I usually just didn't bother tuning the cars, only for drifting. It's not really that difficult right now, is it? Perhaps Cyberball actually. That was a decent mix. Let's get the Lancer. But do a different color. Oh, that's not color. Let's do red. Oh no, we need the MX-5. Pretty much, but there aren't many good, doable challenges for Underground 1. Like I said, oh, this is already so much more drifty-wifty. Ooh. Except for the Nuzlocke, but that's pretty much impossible. That is impossible, I'm going to say. Don't go to third gear, that will bog you down. Ooh, I do need to restart. I mean, I love Underground 1, but there's just not a great variety of the way to race. In terms of challenges. Look at that. I'm definitely going to use a Subaru Impreza and a S2000 for drifting at some point. Do I need to remember what I used for the setup? I love you can just throw the Miata in and it will two-wheel drift. I mean, look at this. It just lifts up those two wheels. 50. Yes, 50k. Lovely. Boom, done. I have been toying with the idea of like PSP Need for Speeds. So we said. I definitely want to at least do the PS2 version of Undercover. That's definitely a playthrough that I want to do. Here's the thing, Maximus. For drift, you pretty much need to use manual transmission. You can get away with it on like regular circuit and sprint racing, but I just prefer. I've pretty much ever since I was like 10 years old or 11 years old, I've played with manual transmission. Oh, fifth gear in this car is also quite terrible. Look at that. I'm gonna use this shortcut once to gain the style points. Sourable, yes, it would. Yeah, but Flame, I prefer the S2000. The S2000 is more forgiving than the Subaru. Whoa, okay. We're gonna use both in this playthrough, obviously. I need to sneeze. There it was. Car. Damn it. Block him. Ah, damn it. Here's a fun fact, that shortcut isn't actually faster. And like, that is true. Like the only really standout cars in this game are like the RX-7, the Skyline and the 350Z. All the other cars are like somewhat regular cars for at the time. Like they aren't like jaw-dropping. I mean, you have the semi-high-end cars like the the S2000, the Impreza, the Impreza is also sort of a high-end car, but like then you also have like the 350s. No, I just said that. Wow. Like the 240SX, the Hyundai Coupe, the Integra Type R. Those are like the semi-high-end cars. Because in Fast and Furious, those were the high-end cars. The Skyline, the Supra, the 350Z. I just wished they also added muscle cars, like the Charger, the Chevelle. Cars you also see in Fast and Furious. Strictly not true, Cyberball. It's just that the rear-wheel drive cars launched the worst. The difference in launch between front and four-wheel drive is pretty much non-existent. Except for that four-wheel drive swerves you like either from left to right. In terms of outright speed, there isn't much of a difference. In terms of balance, yeah, front-wheel drive is the best. Did it really flame? Well, you just gave me a reason to play that game, actually. Corvette also. I think that's too much of a high-end car for that game. Fifth gear is just terrible. Wow, look at that. We need tires for this car. For all cars, actually. I need to get a PSP emulator. What is actually a good PSP emulator for PC? Like what was it? I know there's one on mobile. Like PSSSP or something, I don't know. Yeah, PPSSPP, that was the one. Okay, he just squeezed me. Damn it. I love it when that happens. Once again, use the shortcut once. How's the frame rate for you guys, by the way? Does the stream run smoothly? Is there a frame rate issue, or because my screen that I monitor the stream on isn't very accurate in terms of refresh rate? God, Carbon had such a good soundtrack. Carbon is one of those games where I can just use the in-game music, you know, the racing soundtrack, the police, the what else, the canyon music, obviously. I just only with checkpoints I would have to disable the music and then use my own music. Yeah, I can monitor the dropped frames, but I'm just talking about how the frame rate is for you guys. Like, does the frame rate feel like 60, or does it feel very choppy and the frame rate feels like 20? You know, that. Because Underground is locked at 60 FPS. I can actually show it to you guys. Left, right corner. Left, right corner. Wow. Upper left corner. And I can also use see my CPU that's currently using 30% and it's at 60 degrees. GPU only at 17%. Wow. And that's at 47 degrees. Maybe I need to repaste the thermal paste on my CPU. Haven't done that in a while. 480p. Yeah, and I'm streaming at 1440p. .165, yeah, that's a very common hertz these days. I have a 144 hertz. Yeah, that is the thing. I'm pushing quite a lot of data to the internet, and you guys have to receive a lot of data. 1440p, 25,000 kilobits per second. That's a lot for a stream. And if you don't have like good internet, yeah, you've had it. 17 seconds in front. I feel like Max Verstappen right now. I mean, there is a way to like unlock the FPS, but that messes with the game physics. Naturally, this game is locked at 60. Maximus was very low. It's a bloody focus. Whoa! Yeah, fuck. Just clipped it. Good recovery though. I don't need to win this one because I've already won the previous two races. We're now coming to what I've always thought is like a sketchy bit, because there's so many jumps and gaps and dips in this place. You can easily lose control here. Ooh. Saw that? I nearly did. Ooh, good song. I'm gonna do a pole walker. Oh, no, it wasn't. Portion Least has also a great selection of songs. Ooh, someone crashed. I mean, I know what you're talking about, and I've always assumed like the frequency or like how high you need to jump in order for the jump camera to trigger. Like for instance, if you put it at the minimum, you need to like have an insane jump in order for the jump camera to trigger. Or it could be just a frequency. I just generally don't know. I just leave that at default. Burnout Paradise is also a great soundtrack. I mean, Paradise City from Guns N' Roses. That already says enough. Then we also had an Airborne track. Which Airborne track was featured in Burnout Paradise? Camera, jump camera. Let's put it at max. Oh, look at that. You saw that? Very slight jump. So my theory was correct. If you put it to the max, you just need to get even a slightly amount of air. and then it will feature the jump camera. So I'm going to assume it will also feature in this section. Yeah, you saw that? Oh, that's way too annoying. I'm gonna put it at like here. I'm going to assume with like max jump, it would have featured all those 3 jumps. But I think it's either a combination of like frequency and how high you need to like gain air to trigger it. Or just you need, yeah, I don't know. Too often just, I don't know, it's annoying. As we just found out. Mind Killer. I would say one of the weaker songs in the Underground too. So much understeer. Now I would like some, because it's nostalgic, but I wouldn't want it too frequent. You know what I mean? I also need to get a new drinks doing. Let's race with the MX-5. We haven't done that yet.
Some cars look good, buddy.
The GameCube version doesn't have a jump camera. Wow. Look at that terrible launch compared to the front-wheel drive cars. Yeah, the rear view mirror, that's something I really do miss in this game. Oh, it turns so much better than the Lancer. Holy moly, that's an insane difference. If you think about it, there are actually quite a lot of terrible shortcuts in this game. There's one coming up right now. I never use it. I'm gonna... no, it's a time trial. I shouldn't use it. This one right here, on the right. Never use that. Wow, it grips insanely good. Holy moly. But I know the 206 is faster. Or better, I should say. This one here on the right is also a terrible shortcut, because you have to brake so much. Does it? No, I don't think it has. Display or HUD? No, this is it. Display, customize? No. Gauges, track map modes? Car? No. Camera? No. No rear view mirror. Yeah, you don't even have a bullet camera. You just have a bumper camera, far and close. I want to use the far for once. I usually like far cameras. I'm pretty sure Underground 2 did have a rear view mirror. No, I'm gonna keep it close, because then I can see more over the car. It's not really about the distance, it's I want to see over the car. Easy. 15 seconds left. 16 actually. And boom.
These cars are special.
Okay, these are all terrible. This one is super ugly. That just looks like something is... That looks like a nose. That's misplaced. Definitely going to be one of the carbon ones. So are we going to pick Formula Style carbon fiber or Speed carbon fiber? I'm personally leaning more towards Speed, I think. Yeah, this tunnel is super iconic. But I just wish, you know, it was a bit more extended. Like you can see the end of the tunnel. And once you get closer to it, it just... Boom. Adds another section. The tunnel isn't long enough. I'm just gonna pick... Should we do Speed or Formula Style, guys? This is Formula Style. And this is Speed. I can't really pick between any of them. They're both like so not fitting right now for the car. I'm done with this song, by the way. So much better. I'm just gonna pick Speed. We can do a bit of final. Can we? No. Let's just do this one. Oh, bit too late, Cyberball. Or I can also do like a body vinyl. I don't know. I usually just pick the unique ones. That always happens at this track. That always happens. Someone just crashes out in turn 1. This is weird. Underground 2 songs with Underground 1. It does fit. Did he really flame? Stage 1 loss is pretty much useless actually. Ooh, putting up a challenge, are we? I'm just gonna draft you. That does actually help in this game, drafting. I can definitely feel it. Ooh. This Neon is putting up a challenge. All the other guys are just way too far in the distance. Mind you, their focus is in GTI, so... I'm gonna remove...
Посмотри на себя, чувак.
Russian Eddie. I'm gonna remove this. I just add a... Oh, we can't add a border final yet. Then I'm gonna keep it. I also want the blue. Dark blue. Ooh, yeah, that looks good. DNA Coupe. Come on, draft. There we go. Oh. Wow. Come on. There we go. There we go. That was nice. We can actually use it. You like coupe? I'm gonna use it. Maybe in different color though. I think the Hyundai Coupe should be in black. I'm gonna remove this paint job though. Can't you use anything but stripes or tear? How about this? And then... Ah, damn it. I can't see my cursor, so I can't... Well, it's gonna be in white. You have the PAL version of the car names. Well, PAL is Europe, so yeah, obviously. This has such a good sound though. Oh hey Apple, annoying orange. That's a long time ago. I always use this car right from the get-go because this car has 6 gears. And also sounds good. And I always like the Hyundai Coupe. Hey Apple. Knife. Ooh. Bit of a cheeky power slide. Cheers for that one. Depends on the car, Cyberbomb. I mean, having more gears does mean that you can get the power band better. But, for instance, like, I don't know, I believe it was the Ford Bronco. Or like a modern off-road Ford has 10 gears. Or it was a Ford Raptor, I don't know, but that's just too many. Let's see if we can use this shortcut. Oh, yes. Ooh. Ooh, underground song. I'm gonna increase the music volume just a bit. It's just not loud enough. Just ever so slightly. Ooh, were you watching Tusky? That was a good power slide. That's what I love when you turn stability control off in this game. You can just pull off some insane power slides. Just quest 10 gears too. Oh wow. That's just insane amount of gears. It's just insane. Ooh. Wheelie. On a front-wheel drive car. Ooh. Luckily we were far ahead.
Check out the newly read.
I might actually restart so I can have my cursor back. Because right now I don't have a cursor. So what if we do that? Also, I have cola, so here's our cursor. And songs off. Vinyl color. Ooh, red? Oh, I'm gonna put it on red. Yes, definitely. Also replace it and... Ooh! I rarely actually do vinyl stuff. Nah, I'm gonna keep it as I had it. Then I'm gonna do the MX-5 because I know we have a drift race coming up. There's no taste anymore in this color. Yeah, 8 is the limit of like too many gears for modern cars. Oh, that was an... Ooh! Nearly balls that up. Come on, power. There we go, there we go. Come on. The front just don't have enough grip in my opinion for this car to be amazing. It's a good drift car, but... you can throw it in corners, that's what I like. Just keep it in seconds. No, it's losing grip. Oh, it's gaining grip actually. Yep, lost it. But Cyber, you can play this game if you want. It's all on the Discord server. Neon. I saw that in a glimpse. White neon. Oh no, wait, with this... Can we just do golds? Yeah, I gotta use whites. I'm gonna use a different car because we're going to have to do a drag race. Here I could pay, that's actually not a bad one because it has 6 gears. You can even play it on your phone. Yeah, that's when you know a game is old. When your phones are strong enough to play this game. Oh, that's also nice Integra. Terrible launch. Ooh, ooh, stay in your lane, stay in your lane. I think I have those two available on my Discord server. I'm just gonna do a double check. I'm pretty sure I have it available on my Discord server. Yeah, Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit and High Stakes are both here. I don't know if they work. That's a different story, but... Oh, you also have Retro Drive. If you want like... Wow. If you want like absolute vanilla games, like... There's no DLL files, there's no extra options in this one, there's not... Like, these are unmodded. I wonder, is that? Yeah, so we have portion leasts. That's it for the classic games. Shift, why would you play Shift 2? No need to put that on. Good launch. I need to know when exactly is the green spot. 7.5, no, 7.25k. We're gonna hit the red line. We're gonna hit the red limiter. I can make it! Ooh. Oh. But Integra has a nice vinyl. Yeah, too early. Yeah. You should try Hot Pursuit 3 first. Because High Stakes is a sequel of Hot Pursuit. High Stakes took everything that Hot Pursuit had and made it better. Also, High Stakes plays nicer because... No. I would say... Hot Pursuit plays nicer because it has an unlimited frame rate, plays better, but High Stakes has more features. Good enough. We're now stuck behind this Subaru. And that's a win. That was a nice one. Yeah, but the PS1 is now so much outdated that you can definitely feel a difference between the PC and the PS1. Damn it. They're not even close, look at that. What event are we already at? Can't see it because this... Already, wow, look at that. About a fifth way through the game? Ish. If my computer could handle BeamNG drive with ultra detail 1080p, I could just handle about everything. BeamNG still is a bitch to run. Even with my 3080, I can't run it properly on 1440p. I just can't. It's that demanding of a game. Die! I love that gold color. I might put that on this Hyundai as well. I mean, I say a fifth. I mean, the events become longer. That, of course, you know, we still have a couple of 6-lap races, and of course the 7-lap race, which includes Kurt's Killer Ride. That on hard difficulty. I am not looking forward to that one. Ooh, car! Yeah, I feel like games shouldn't be in early access for that long. That's just now just a way of saying, hey, we're not finishing our games, but here is our game anyway. Same with DayZ. You know, DayZ actually got out of early access, but it still feels like an early access game. .1080p is still viable, definitely. You know, actually this monitor was given to me for a trade for a 1080p monitor. But before that I had a 3080 GPU with a 1080p monitor. And yes, I have a bigger monitor, but the jump from 1080p to 1440p is not as massive as people say it is. Like I said, that could be because the monitor that I'm using for 1440p is bigger than a 1080p monitor. But yeah, I think hertz is something you need more of. Lap knockouts. Wreckfest is also something I want to stream. Do you want to back off a little bit? Because they are going to... Yep. Like I said, that always happens at that corner of that track. The Santra, yeah. Arthur, yeah, I'm doing good. Ooh. That was a bad line. Ooh. Oh, this Gearbox is so good. Ooh. Nearly lost control there. Yes, Underground indeed. One of, if not the most underrated Need for Speed currently. Yeah, I think the monitor that I'm using for 1440p is 27 inch, and then I have a second monitor which is 24 inch, and that's 1080p. Is it 27? Yeah, this is definitely 27 inch. Any big? Yeah, I think that's big enough. 27 inch. That's what she said. Oh well, that was bad. Also, though, if you go any bigger than 24 inch, you need curved. Otherwise, it's just terrible. Hey Yuka, how you doing? Ooh, another Underground 1 song. I love it. You know, the instrumental version, of course, so that doesn't include the singer. You actually here? Oh, okay. Actually, let's use the Santra. With... Yeah, if you're going a resolution up and you currently can barely run games at 1080p, you need a better graphics card. Here's the thing though, you don't need to upgrade if you think what you currently have is good enough. No Flame, it also appears in Underground 2. And I'm not sure about Need for Speed World, to be honest. Current setup? Okay, I have a... I used to have it always on the description of the videos, but these days I don't, because I don't think many people actually give a F about what I have on the setup. Like only like a very few percentage of people actually are interested in what I have for my setup. But like PC wise, it's a 12700K with 3080 graphics card, 32 gigs of RAM, still DDR4, and then 1000 watt power supply, and in total 10.5 terabytes of storage. Headset wise, Sennheiser PC38X, though I'm thinking of getting an HD 599 brown very soon. Microphone HyperX Quadcast S. Good microphone. Mouse is a very cheap Trust 101 mouse for $15. And then for the keyboards I have the Corsair. In fact, what was it called? Something Mark II it was called. Hang on. Keyboards. This is the mouse that I have. And the keyboard that I have is this one. Not available anymore. The K7G RGB Mark II. The only keyboard that meets my demands. With a numpad keyboard, a wrist support, and good RGB. Literally the only one that has this. Oh, and that is that has tactile brown switches. $6,700, that's a pretty decent card. It was a bit expensive, Johnny, but ooh, wow, what a way to finish. This is also a good song from Underground. Level 2 paints. I'm gonna put it on immediately. Can't use gold, I think he had. okay. It's a bit weird. Oh no, I'm just gonna use this. Literally no difference. Ooh, this is actually not too bad. This on the... Ooh, I think we unlocked Impreza, didn't we? Yes, we did. But the Impreza... Oh, can we also have mufflers? No, we can't. Headlights, no, we haven't unlocked that. I'm gonna keep this blue. And then, for the decals, vinyl color, yellow. Maybe I can find something that kind of is. Y'all know which. Ooh, this is actually not too. Like this. This is not too bad. 17, remember. Ooh, that's just too much. That's just too much. I'm gonna pick 17. Why is it in white? Can we use drifts? I'll revert that to stock. See if we can do it. 3050 Ti laptop. I'm gonna have to say that is not a very great card actually. Wow, this is not too bad. I mean, yeah. I'm just not a fan of anything 50. Anything 50 is just not too, is just underpowered, and anything 90 is too overpowered. You can pull some insane angles with this car. Yeah, that's too early turned in. Just does not have enough power for all the wheels to spin properly. Still has too much grip and not enough power for a four-wheel drive drifting car. It's not bad though, but... Again. I'm just not clicking with it. Not with this performance setup, that's for sure. Don't even know what I'm gonna unlock. Oh, and you new performance upgrades. Might pick suspension and tires for this one actually. That stock exhaust looks so pathetic on the car with this body kit. Handles pretty nicely actually. Only 5 gears though. 5 gears. Oops. then probably for the worst section of the game. You could so easily lose control of your car here. I would say the same goes for the Hyundai Coupe Flame. Oh, 5th gear is just insanely long. Maybe even worse than the Civic, wow. It's really bad. Ooh. Was decent. And what's the unique brakes?
You're gonna need it if you plan on being at the top.
It's definitely not going to be brakes or drivetrain, tires, turbo, or ECU. ECU, I don't think that will do too much, because we already have an ECU installed, and that first initial ECU upgrade already increases insanely amount. It's either going to be tires or turbo, so I want more grip though, so I'm gonna pick tires. We already have a power upgrade. Let's do sprint, then drag, and we're gonna switch back to the Miata for drifts. Multiple choices in the high stakes folder? What? No, there is only one. Oh, no, you're right. Not this. Oh, this is probably... Yeah, this is the install folder. Yeah, this is the install folder. And then here's the actual game file, folder itself. So, one is an installer, one is the actual game files. If the actual game file doesn't work, you can always just install it using this one. And then you have a couple of patches for it to run smoother. Oh, East Riders. We got a message. I'm not gonna look until a bit later. I'm gonna need a drink. Here. Do you guys hate this about the new... I just always tear them off. There we go. Much better. Ooh. One hand, throttle, steering and shifting. Now I have this weird thingy that's on the top, that's sticking out. You'd be surprised, Johnny, but the worst car for grip racing, that's the Toyota Was it Toyota Supra? I believe it was the Toyota Supra, yeah. Then I know for drifting it was the Skyline. Don't know what it was for drag racing, what the worst car is. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, John, I have a video on that, on like what's the best car and what's the worst car for each mode. I never really remember what the good route is through this section. I'm gonna tear this bit off, hang on. That's better. I'm gonna use the coupe for the drag race, and then the MX-5 for the drift race. Could be, to be honest. I completely forgot which car was the worst for drag racing. Where's Johnny? Keep going, keep going. Too soon, Junior. Nice. Window tints. I might actually use that. Let's do blue. MX-5 for drifting. This is what I use for the drift testing track. This is what I don't like about the MX-5. Sometimes you can get into a slide that you simply can't correct or get out of. About half an hour, Alex. Let me put it to you this way. It's now 20 past 9. On 9:45, I'm gonna start the last race, and then whenever that race ends, then the stream will end. Alright, Flame, have a good one. Cheers for stopping by. Hopefully catch you soon. Oh, yeah. Saw that? Nearly too great of an angle. But just stage 1 drifting just isn't that fun. You just don't have the power to put in some nice slides. And in third gear, these cars would just bog down, and that's super unfortunate. And it has too, yeah, it hasn't got too much power. Damn it! You didn't like this song? Oh. Mufflers, finally. Let's get ourselves a decent muffler, like this one. Yep. If you like reduce your tires to stock, you can then get away with third gear drifting. So much nicer to drive this car. It actually turns in. Okay, that was actually my mistake. Went through a gap that wasn't really there. Ooh. Turned in too quickly because I am not used to this much grip. Damn it, damn it. Also, yesterday I had my third exam of the 5 or the 5th. I don't know how you say that, but yeah, there's still 2 more exams to go. First one is next Wednesday. Last one is the Wednesday after that. And then just finish my internship hours, and then I should be done for the education. Oh, let's take the probably the worst shortcut in the game. This one. Oh, he's also taking it. You lose so much time with this shortcut. I mean, it's a nice shortcut to go through, but look at how much time I'm losing. Faculty? I have no idea what it means, to be honest. No, I'm in IT. IT exams. I've already completed an exam before the exam period started through a school project, where I basically had to create a database and program like a website forum where one can create accounts, login accounts, and I had to I had to be able to like delete accounts, add accounts, change passwords, all that stuff. It was an absolute shit show actually to create, so I'm glad I don't have to do that anymore. Then the first exam I had last month, that was basically like a service level exam, where I had to like do like how do you say it? People would send in requests of like problems, like my monitor is broken, or what else? My Wi-Fi isn't working. And then you basically have to fix it, or stuff like that. Yeah, Johnny, I had to basically, yeah, for the first exam, that was SQL the database that I had to use /create/do. Then the exam of yesterday was that I have to configure a Windows client, install some software, and then document this installed software, and then put the reason why I chose that software, and then I had to change some Windows settings and do some top desk stuff. Exam of next week is going to be a security exam, and the exam of the week after that is going to be a big one. That's a Windows Server exam. Create accounts, do all like DNS, DHCP, all that stuff, you know. And then with Linux and with some networking. That's going to be a big one. That exam is also spread across 2 days. The only exam that's spread across 2 days. That's just because it's a big exam. Not so much looking forward to it, just because it's going to take up so much time. A ticket selling machine with a database in Java. Don't get me started on Java. I hate Java. I'm not the biggest fan of programming. That's one thing. I have done some programming as a fun gig, but nothing huge. Yeah, he just lost control. So did I. Can I save it? Nope, I can't. I have to say though, the exam of yesterday was an easy one. Probably easily the easiest exam so far. Oh, he's really out of control. The Minecraft Java edition. Now, Java has a lot of potential, but I just don't like to work with it. Like, I wanted to like create like a tic-tac-toe, only using HTML, and then like the crosses and the rings are going to be like cookies and cheese from Pajama Sam. Shout out to anyone who knows that game. But I had to use Java for it. It couldn't be done with just HTML. Yeah, but here's the thing, Johnny. I'm not the biggest fan of programming to begin with. I much rather see myself doing like service requests and problem solving, because that's what I'm already doing actually as an internship at a big company in the Netherlands, and I love it. Level 2 performance stuff. Let's use a different car. How about we use the Civic? We haven't used that one yet. What time is it? 10:30. I'm in computer science and I kinda hate it too. Sums up computer science pretty much. And the 5th gear, oh, it's so dreary. I mean, there's just no power at 5,000 RPM. It just doesn't. Yeah, Civic has easily the worst 5th gear. There's just no power in 5th gear at this RPM. No power, no torque, no whatsoever. It's like all the power is at like, I don't know, 6,500 or something. Yep, pretty much Cyberball. You need the stage 3 drivetrain to get a 6th gear, otherwise this car is just not fun to drive. It does handle quite decently though, I have to give it that. But it's just so dreary to drive this car. That's because the revs are low. Because if I shift back, now you can hear it. And then I can and then I shift to 5th. That's pretty much how the Civic is. Yay, I'm happy. There's no happiness in 5th gear. There's no... yeah. There's nothing there. I wish Magnus was here so we could clip it. Oh, and he crashed. Ooh. So did I nearly. This is the first and last race I'm gonna use this car. I don't like the Civic. Psst, never have. Oh, roof scoop's a thing that is absolutely terrible. What car haven't we used so far? Let's just pick the Golf. Yeah, pretty much, Alex. Look at that, we actually have some high-end cars now. The RS6, the Supra, and the 240SX. I mean, this car is also just feels sluggish and slow, and it's one of the worst. It's the worst starter car, that's for sure. I mean, it has some handling, but it's just dreary and dread. But it actually, it feels like it has more power than the Civic. It feels like it handles better than the Civic, saying that while I spin out. It's not half bad. I would say just these days the Mark IV GTI is overrated. Only slightly. I prefer the Mark V myself. If it's understeer, you can't push it. But at these speeds, with the tire upgrades that we just put on, it's decent. It's not amazing, but you can just hear that and feel that understeer. Honestly, I would rather have too much oversteer than understeer, because oversteer is something you can somewhat correct. Understeer, you cannot. There's nothing you can do about understeer. That's why I hate it. I would rather have a snappy car than an understeery car. It's not too bad, to be honest, Cyberball. It all depends about the front differential. I've driven 2 Golfs in my life, Mark 7 Golf and the Mark 5 Golf. Though the Mark 7 Golf was nicer to drive, the Mark 5 Golf was more pleasant to be in, if that makes sense, but none of them had like... But I mean, I haven't driven those 2 cars at like racing speeds to actually feel understeer. Ooh, ooh, ooh. If you want understeer, get yourself a Prius. That car understeers like mad. Favorite Japanese car of all time is the RX-7. Mine is the Impreza. Either the bug eye or the hawk or the blob eye. Let's get... Ooh, we can go... what was the next race? A drift race. That means that it's going to be the Mazda MX-5. What if we... stock tires? Just to see how it goes. Why does it exist? Yeah, why don't we just get the best... Why don't we just like have regular tires for the rear and then slick tires for the front? This does help slightly putting stock tires on. Ah, feck. Well, that's unfortunate. It's just so much nicer now. I love drifting in Underground. Ooh, saying that why I almost spin out. Can't wait till we get like good proper power so we can get like a nice Impreza drift build or nice S2000 drift build. God damn it. Mean Eye, that's the first one, isn't it? I like the first gen Impreza, but I prefer like the Blob Eye or the Bug Eye. Oh, that was perfect. That was good. Holy moly. Bit of two-wheel action. I'm using stock tires now, Cyberball. Nice, that was good. Ooh, we unlocked the Nissan 240SX. That's an insanely lovely car to use. I'm gonna pick a different paint job for it though. How about red? This looks good. This looks good. I'm also gonna pick a different muffler. Yep, that's perfect. This actually looks pretty cool. But how about yes! Alpine. What about... any preferences though? I know an Alpine one is actually not too bad looking. And then what if we also add... Don't have a body panel yet. What about G-Ready? Or is that a bit too much? It's a bit too much. Brembo. I think I'm gonna pick Brembo. Oh, hang on. I didn't put the tires back on. I actually haven't bought it yet. Now we sure are about to get some better traction. The AM looked a bit off. I'm with you on that one. Yeah, one of my favorite cars in the game. Even though it's rear-wheel drive and it has a slow launch, it just handles so nicely. I love the 240SX in general as well. It's also one of my favorite Japanese cars. Not my absolute favorite, but and its fifth gear is it's good, you know. I would love to own a 240SX at some point in my life. Same with the Impreza. But they are just getting too expensive these days. I just call them 240SX. I mean, you can also call them the S13, but I'm used to calling them 240SX. I'm gonna do a Paul Walker. No, don't. Oh, I just basically launched it. Oh, front flip, front flip. Ah. Might as well do this. Ooh, police music in Underground. If you want, like, you could look on the site. It's called the parking. Basically searches car through the entire world. If I look 240SX, we have a couple. But these are all S14s. Oh, look at this. There is one. Oh, I don't want to contact the seller. Oh. I mean, this looks pretty decent. Oh. That's... You know exactly which version I want. Pop-up headlights. 240SX. What do we have here? 20,000. Wow, look at that. That's an insane price. It's slightly modified. We don't see the back. Nice pictures, bro. And Nissan SA. 18,000. And this is exactly what I want. Nice bone stock. What's some of those seats? Those look super uncomfortable. Is it an automatic though? No, it's a manual, okay. So basically this. $20,000. Insane. They're just becoming stupidly expensive. What about this one? This one is 5 grand. There's bound to be something wrong. Yeah, it's pretty much a project you're getting. Oh yeah, this is in bad nick. I don't want to buy a project. Anyway, the parking. If you want some look for some cars, that's the one to do. That's the site to use. Maybe 50 years is just a tad too long. Ooh, almost spun out there. Internet Explorer, wow. Alright, last race coming up. If you want unreliability, Alex, yes, get yourself an RX-8. I know one who actually had one. They were terribly unreliable. Used a lot of fuel. Yes, they were nice cars and the power to money ratio was quite insane. I mean, they're nice, they're somewhat nice cars, but be prepared to like throw some money at it for parts and fuel, basically. Oh wait, this is 6 laps. Okay, let's see if we can finish this in under 15 minutes. Probably. Good race to end on though. By the way, we aren't using hard difficulty, but I'm not even having a hard time, to be honest. And that's just because this is 6 laps. I mean, I don't mind the extra laps. But like Kurt's killer ride and the 7 lap race, those were like real killer. Yeah, but I didn't really know what other challenges to use for Underground. Like sane challenges, you know, challenges that are possible. That's probably the main reason why I haven't streamed Underground yet. Because this is literally the only somewhat decent challenge I can think of to do a playthrough stream of. Yeah, Cyberball, but I'm using Windows 11. What I do have is the sounds of Windows 10, because I think they're better than Windows 11. It's only this guy that's right on my ass that's giving me a hard time. Need to make sure I finish ahead of him and keep him behind. I mean, I like endurance racing in general. I often find myself doing like Formula 1 races on 50% or 50% distance. So 6 laps, easy. Yeah, I really like 240SX. Ooh, okay. Just as I said that, it let me down. Now we have 1.5 laps to gain 5 seconds. Damn it. That's why we don't use that shortcuts, because as you can see, it makes you go slower. What the hell was that? Come on. Ah, damn it. Come on. That's not what I need right now. He's taking the terrible shortcuts. It's a good thing. That's unfortunate, but I'm not gonna start another one because it's nearly 10 o'clock. Bit of a bummer to end on. But yeah, I have to get up early tomorrow. It's a regular day at work, so I can't stream too late. But we've already done a third of the campaign. Wow, look at that. Maybe Magnus was right. Maybe we only do need 3 parts. Speaking of parts, this has been part 1. I'm super happy that it went flawlessly. No dropped frames, no internet issues. Basically, I can confirm it was YouTube's or OBS's fault. Or YouTube's fault, because the servers are ass. I'm using the backup server now, which is better than the main primary server. That's something. Basically, yeah. Leave a like if you like what you saw. I definitely enjoyed playing Underground again. It's definitely a great game. Subscribe if you want to keep updated on my future videos. I haven't actually started with the speed video yet for Pro Street. It's just because of exams, and it's also not likely it's going to be released this month. But the second part of this playthrough stream, maybe not next week. We'll see. We'll see. I don't have a schedule for when I'm going to stream. I recommend to click on the bell if you don't want to miss any of the streams, or join the Discord server where you will be alerted if there are any streams or videos coming up. But that's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to everyone who attended the stream via chat. This is a good also place to end on the music. So guys, I'm going to leave it here. Take care. Bye.